Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome back to the Second Korean War. We're on episode 10, and if you didn't watch episode 9, then you're missing out, because this was a very intense fight in Pyongyang. Today's fight is going to be focusing more around Qingdao here on the left. We still have to wrap up some of those Chinese forces. Now, if we get the overview from Pyongyang, I'm not going to hit battle, just looking at what they have, and this is the easiest way to do it. We can see that they have a lot of infantry, 54, and especially those transports are lethal. Their AA is limited, armor is pretty much non-existent, and all of these forces are generally quite blind if I knock out this WZ. Aside from that, they have some mortars, they have a couple of AT platforms and some aircraft, dropping either napalm or 1000 kilogram bombs. I'm starting out in Naval Sector Bravo. I would love to capture Charlie as quickly as possible, but I think I can bring in some more offshore forces, such as the F-18s that I have stationed over here on the mainland. These once belonged to the Enterprise, but they've been retasked to the main shore so they can be a little bit more diverse or versatile. And with these Super Horns patrolling the skies, I should have no problem with these Chinese aircraft. Sure, they might get one or two drops off, but not much more than that. Aside from that, I would love to see what sort of forces the French can provide. Because I have both the French and the British naval battle groups here. The F-35A. These things drop small diameter bombs, top attacking. They have a very good level of accuracy and 13 AP, and I think that I can make great use of these in tracking down and killing off those command, or actually not the command units, but the transports. So let's bring in the F-35s. Let's see what else the French can provide. We have the Mirage 2000D, 3 1000 kilogram bombs. That's promising. They have the Fighter Squadron. These things drop paveways, that's more of an HE solution. Ark Royal, F-35B Marine. Not so much a ground attack aircraft. This is a pure fighter. I would like to bring it in, but the F-18s probably have it covered, so this would be overkill. Naval Air Squadron, Harriers, and Seed aircraft. I don't really have a use for the Seed, not in this particular mission. And then we have that helicopter thing, which is just weird. In this case, I think... Oh, actually, we also have the... yeah, we have some French Seed aircraft. I'm gonna go with the Mirage. 115 point aircraft. Drop 3 1000 kilogram bombs. Can probably make short work of infantry. So these guys are going to be assisting in this attack of the base. And I hope that I can wrap it up in one go, because I would really like to redeploy these forces somewhere else. So, plan. Hold Naval Sector Bravo, that's a +5 with the bonus from Cohesion. Move up to Charlie. Support this using my LCU as well as my ships. Hold on to this zone. Wait for that main wave of all those transports to hit, and hit them from the skies using the F-35s. Then, once the area is shored up a little bit, hopefully killing off the PGZ-88s, I want to move in and try and go for Delta. Because once I have Delta under control, I will be able to bring in reinforcements by land routes, which means that I have access to all of my Rima. And yes, these things are amphibious, so I can float them in from here if I want to, but that's far from ideal. They do have some other AA, I think. Yeah, they have the FN6. This is another AA weapon, and of course, these can be, at a range of 1400 meters, quite dangerous to helicopters. Now, unfortunately, all of those ZBD-05s are packing an APS, the Norinco GL5. And this means that some of my attack helicopters, as well as my ATGMs, the Milans, might not be as effective as I would like them to be. So I'm hoping that my ships can get close enough to Charlie to provide enough shore fire, and with that, killing off the transports before they become too much of a challenge or a threat to my infantry in Charlie. Now I'm going to send one Durk to hold this position. I want to make these one group each with a Type 31, and then we're going to have two Type 31s. So two Type 31s there, a Type Durk combo there, and a Type Durk combo there. For actual command options, I want to send in a helicopter infantry, or at least a helicopter-borne command infantry. A couple of grenadier guards in case the infantry gets too close. Paratrooper sky guards for AA duties. Commando marines to hold the front line. I have no recon infantry, but I would like a wildcat. And keeping that guy alive is going to be key. And then to deal with transports, I'm going to go with 235s, and I should, with the amount of income that I'm getting, be able to call in the other aircraft pretty soon. So let's get underway. Get these forces moving, cover the shorelines, and for the moment, wait for them to come in. I want this Lynx back here. That's fast enough. I want the AA to be sitting, let's say, in that building. I have the Grenadier Guards going to be taking point there, and the Panthers are going to be moving up there. So that's the Commando Marines. Durg and Type 31 are getting into position. Unfortunately, they cannot get any closer than this. I found that with the Type 31s, you really need to keep an eye on how these things are angled. Not so much for the armor, but for the gun. Because, no, turn the other way. And same with the Durg. These things have their gun mounted on the stern, you can see it there. If that gun cannot see the target, then it will not be able to fire. So this is ideal. Unfortunately, this Type 31 cannot move up any further. He's going to have to sit like that. These two are a bit too close together. Back up a little bit more. Okay. Right, 207 points. Let's have one Super Hornet on patrol. And wait for the transports to arrive. Might be able to scout out to the right flank a little bit and have another Wildcats flank on the left, or scout on the left. I really want to get through all of these points. So we're going to have to do a lot of killing. And yeah, of course you can see my ships. There's something. Those look like ZBD-05s. Let's bring in the F-35 and have the F-35 go to town on these things. These things barely have a shot. Internal ammo explosion, instant. Now these hopefully don't all drop their munitions on the exact same target. Although this F-35 does not quite seem to have gotten the point. Alright, there's the ground support fire. Now keep in mind that they have a lot of these things. Bombs away. Killed one transport. There's another transport. Let's go with a Mirage. See if we can HE stun these things. They're taking damage, but not very quickly. Bombs away. And that did one kill. Also killed off some of the infantry. Now the infantry is not to be taken lightly because they are worth 20 points each. And the transports are worth 22. So if I can kill them, then I would definitely like to do so. Look at that, it's taking forever to kill off these transports. That's what you get for having 5 frontal armor and 4 on the side. Their top armor is a bit lacking though. That's where the F-35 comes in. Let's start preparing an offensive group to go into Delta. I just need to hold these buildings and then bring in command infantry. I can do that with the Marines, if I can afford them. The Hornet actually was firing at something apparently, because it's not just refueling but also rearming. That's interesting. I thought we were just dealing with a patrol. But the patrol apparently was able to find something. Let's bring in another F-35. It's generally the fastest way to deal with these ships. Or sorry, with these transports, not the ships. Got the paratrooper sky guards, please position themselves in the building. Oh sorry, it's the paratroopers. Never mind, wrong building. Bombs out. Yeah. That was not too effective. Luzandui coming in. These ships should be able to neutralize the infantry if I have these guys focus on... Holy crap, that's a lot of ATGM fire. No, what? Oh, you're rebooting your weapons. Just gonna... What the hell? Not a valid target. What do you mean not a valid target? I'd say it's a perfectly valid target. No, I first need to thin these guys. Get the F-35 to hit the right group, and these guys to hit the left group. Oh, there's your last recon helo. Also came in with a gun run. Sure. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's just not damaging enough. We need to deliver a bigger punch to these guys before they actually get a knockout. Apparently, these Type 31s might not show it, but they are very good at dealing with ATGMs. Let's bring in an LCU. Need these things to keep firing. These Panthers are probably, yeah, poor optics. That could be a problem. This is going to be a bit tricky. Oh, I don't have the points. Hello, what are you? Oh, you're shooting back. That's not acceptable at all. Unfortunately, I don't have naval units which can actually get close enough. These do have enough AP, but they have a range of 1925 meters. That is the same as mine. They have an autocannon. This thing does 120 rounds a minute. Penetrates 4 points of armor. These things only have 2. They just wouldn't survive. They have 40% stabilizer. It's better than these things. They don't even come with a stabilizer. Okay. So that's a bit risky. Another F-35. Screw it, I'll float in a bunch of Rima here. Okay, that killed off another couple transports. They still have 1900 points left. How am I going to be able to do this in one go? Maybe I can knock out their command vehicle. It's either infantry or a vehicle, but I haven't been paying too close attention to it. I should have. What the... oh crap. Split! Yeah, this thing is just... yeah. That was careless. Oh, you survived? No, you didn't. Okay, so they know that they have quite a few of those... impressive. Quite a few of those transports here. I'm going to use you as recon infantry. Air. Let's strike some of these targets. It's taking too long. Not doing enough damage. 1940 points. Check your fire. Usually 3 of these bombs is enough. I'm going to micromanage these things a bit more. And hopefully get more punch out of them. There you go. You get to drop 1 more. This thing has already been heavily damaged. It should be fine. Gotcha. Alright. What else do you want to drop on? 1, 2. Sure, you drop 2. Okay. Get the Wildcat to move up a little bit. That's a 2 and a 20, so the infantry died as well. That looks like another quad stack. And then some. Oh, AA. You're a priority. But I should be able to outrange those things quite a lot. Bomb away. Turn over. Bomb out. 2 bombs out. See if it's going to make a dent in those transports. What are you dropping on? Oh, you're going for the AA gun. Perfect. Let's see, who's next? 1 out. The infantry can easily be taken out by the ships. 1 out. It seems like another 22-point kill. Meanwhile, we're going for air targets. Might be that recon helo. That's another 35-pointer. That was the last of their AA on that flank that I know of. And drop 1 more. Next 35. Jeez, there's a lot of them here. Commando Marines are going to have their hands full dealing with these transports. 2 bombs out. Hold. He's dropping on the right flank. Two bombs out. Come right. Sorry, it's not a ship, it's an aircraft. Turn right. Hit. Commander Marine's doing good work. Next. Here come the J7s. Get the ships ready. Get the Sky Guards ready. 1 aircraft down. 2. Shit, I was not able to micromanage them. One of the Grenadier Guards got killed off. The other one survived. That's fortunate. I think they were spotting that through that recon helo. He has to go. Wildcat, can you move up a bit more? Check your fire. 3 bombs out should be enough to kill the transports. Commander Marines can kill off whatever's left. Why are you shifting your command vehicle around? See, now I'm getting points. You really gotta micromanage these things. 1 bomb out. Whole group of RT platforms firing. Oh, you need to get out of here. Don't stick around too long. Quite a few of them coming in. Commander Marines, as usual, don't really care. Check fire. Damn it, I had the Wildcat too close. 1 down. Everybody else is panicked. 70% of destruction points, 700 points left. Fall back a little bit. CPDs are coming a bit too close for comfort. Jeez, look at the rate of fire on these things. Holy crap, 600 points to go. 6 minutes. The infantry can easily be taken out. A bit concerned about those ships running out of ammo, but the rocket pods should make short work of them. Alright, move up. Ambush those transports. Now is as good a time as ever. That's another one down. Yeah, they don't like that. Fall back. 400 points left. Look at the infantry just go out of their way there. I could really use another F-35. 380 points. I would much prefer not to lose the Commander Marines here. Shift. Trying to get a kill off. Yep, there's another one. Check fire. 2 bombs out. Come about. 2 154 points left. We have 4 anti-tank weapons left in the infantry here. Come over, drop some more bombs. Another kill. Those transports up close cannot take a hit. And they're out of ammo. That's going to make dealing with this thing a lot more difficult. Helicopters are all out of rocket pods. I could use this bit of infantry here. This LCU's done. Get out of the way. These things have barely been firing. Commandos are alive. Oh, they're going to go after the command section next, aren't they? Just need to get these things on the ground. That's when they can start actually moving about. 146 points left. Saw something there. That's 3 AA guns. Holy shit, we're not going to hit that. Not with a Mirage. But we might be able to hit it with an F-35, provided I can see it. 146 points. That's one of these. And some AA guns, and that should cover it. Ah, the F-22, sorry, the F-35 took care of it. Good man. Not a moment too soon.
Where do you need us, sir?
I need you to capture those and bring them to me. There's the AA guns again. We get another recon unit here, quick. We already have one. Okay, move up. Are you... Are they donating those? Do the North... Yep, they are. Do the North Koreans understand that my forces... Sorry, Chinese forces, do they understand that I'm starting to run out of supplies here? Oh, crap, there's another one. One AA gun dead. That's another one. Get in here, take care of that transport. Boom. Perfect. Now, guys, please resupply. There's one AA gun. That's the last kill that I need.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Of course, they managed to blow up one cargo. Anything you can spot? We need 32 points. That's all. Oh, command. I think the first couple of bombs might arrive sooner. Doesn't really matter. Hit? Yeah. Are you lucky? Wow. Okay. 55th Infantry Regiment destroyed. Losses consist of a bunch of Panthers, a bunch of Commander Marine. Actually, one Commander Marine because the other one made it to the ground intact. One Wildcat and one Grenadier Guards. And that's what we had to give up in order to capture the Chinese base. Beautiful. What is next? I'd say what is next is charging into North Korea. Now, what they have over here in Ongjin is a whole load of tanks. Chunmaho 214s, Chunmaho 90s. 12 armor, 20 gun, 8 armor, 15 gun. So I really need to look for something that can do more than 12 points of damage and take 20 points of armor hit. And no pressure. As well as deal with infantry. Now that's... okay, that means no air support. How about the French? Let's see, what sort of map are we looking at? Right. I could start from Pyongyang or to Seoul. This would be ideal if I had a large force of heavily armored tanks. I could just put them in a line and wait for the enemy to come up. That's not really capable in my current situation, not with what I have in this sector. This is not enough infantry. While these guys do have a very dangerous anti-tank weapon, I doubt that those North Korean tanks are going to be volunteering to get close. So, do the French have any ATGMs? They do. They have the Milan F2, which is crap. 22 AP is definitely enough to go through the frontal armor of that tank, but the 2450 meter range means that they happen to go extinct very quickly. The Legionnaires might be a better alternative. Might. But I'm not sure if they have enough punch. Especially the range. What else can we bring? Oh, you have Mephisto. Oh. Oh. Oh, this changes everything. Scroll down and behold. The P4 MMP. These are ATGMs. These are ATGMs with a range of 2800 meters. Do you, dear North Koreans, have NAPS? I believe you do not. That's going to be their downfall. The lack of APS. Bring in the French. I'm going to call in the second REI. And let's see what else I can... Do you guys have a fob with you? You do not. I'm definitely going to need a fob. Who has a fob? There. The first REC. 12 Rima. That's a lot of AMX 10 RCs. Why would you need that many? Yeah. Okay. What am I gonna do with 36 AMX 10s? Oh, okay. We'll see. Dragoons Battalion. Brennus. 13 frontal armor. 19 AP on the gun. That's definitely enough to go through 12 frontal armor. And they have 20 AP that they're going to be lobbing back at me. That's a bit much. But I hope that these things can sustain it for long enough. Alright, let's see if we can take Ongjin in one go. Fortunately, the group which has the Brennus has 3 initiatives, so they can move and engage. And in case you're wondering, why the hell did he not bring a fob? Well, I have a fob in the 2nd Infantry Regiment. Their morale is low, but they can still provide a fob. So, let's go visiting our northern neighbors. And as I mentioned, thanks to the presence here of a large amount of Spags, I am not really too eager to bring in aircraft. But I think they can be helpful. Because those Slime Eagles with cluster bombs, at a range of 3.5 clicks, should be able to at least deal some damage. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of them left. And if I refit them now, that means that I won't have the points, or I won't have the initiative to get there. So I am going to refit them, but I'm not going to use them. Can the French provide anything else? An anti-air company. That, strictly speaking, is not anti-air. That's a very heavily focused anti-infantry unit. Which, in this case, could be very valuable. 2 Crotal and a bunch of Mistrals. I'm not so much bringing these in right now, because I think they're going to be terribly handy in an AA role. But those autocannons could be very handy in order to deal with the infantry here, the Bachongzus. So let's go play around in Ongjin. Now, I have a basic cohesion of 5. If I hold Pyongyang, that's going to go up to 10. And if I park AGGM vehicles around these flanks, especially this large open area, I think we might have a good chance of holding this terrain. You need to go through 2316 points. That means killing off all of the tanks, all of those 214s. This is going to give me 1200. 8 of these is another 200. So all the tanks have to die. And the infantry is cheap. I'm not sure they have the points that I need. Okay, let's just deal a hammer blow to them and see where it gets us. I would love to hold on to this sector with a sort of skeleton force, but I'm not sure if I can afford that. I'm not sure if that is not going to come back to be a problem later on. So for now, we're going to move camp. And that fob is going to sit here. We can use a cargo as a go-between. We do have the HEGMs. And contrary to what I normally say, I'm going to deploy a lot of them. Because they do provide a lot of AP pretty early on. A couple of shorter range defenders here in the form of legionnaires with a heavy tag. If the battle comes too close, and trust me, it will, then these guys could be a very handy solution. These can also be very powerful in this scenario, because from this structure they can cover both this angle and that bridge. And at this point I am not too sure which approach they're going to be taking. Now let's have a couple of tanks here. A couple of tanks here. Recon is going to be critical, especially for those HEGM vehicles. I need to see them coming from very far away, or I won't have enough chance to shoot them before they get to me. Is this a top attacker? Oh, it's a top attacker. Perfect. It's going to do even more damage to them. Okay, 3 Mephistos. 2 Mephistos here. I'm going to firm up this position with more infantry. A couple of heavies there and there. Sephors, in case the infantry gets too close. I also would like to have a couple of these VBCI Series 2 standing by to provide more autocannon fire in case the enemy infantry does disembark. And I can deploy, I can only deploy 1 fob. Is this going to be enough? Your bet is as good as mine. Deploying a Razit here. I hope that from over here they can spot everything. Just gonna have another infantry unit over here and one over here. Recon is key. Okay. Actually, I need to micromanage these. Commandos, get out of the building. Regroup, get into the building. There you go, good man. Transports, get out. These are the Griffins. That means transports, leave. Leave. What else do I have here? Another transport. Get out. Scorpions and Griffins, don't want them here. Looks like they might be coming over this bridge. And I'm gonna be greeting them with a couple of Brennas. Oh, and HEGMs apparently from the commandos. Hit, kill, with the infantry. Nice work. They can hit that at 2,800 meters? Accurately? Impressive. I'm a bit hesitant to push out here. But a position in here could be quite handy. Hold on. What is that? And more importantly, what is your range? 2,000 meters. That means that if I'm over here, I'm in range of those tanks. Not a place I want to be at. Not with a couple of very, very valuable HEGM vehicles, who could be extremely important in another round. Get over here. Just scramble. HEGM's firing left. A few too many. Hold position. Regroup. Actually, turn off weapons. Shit. Here's the first bunch of tanks. And they wiped out both of the Mephistos. Legionnaires, you're up. Hit. Not enough. Kill. We're going to have to set up a sort of supply chain here as well. Okay, there's now a lot of them coming from the left. Again, terrain is hampering my progress. Whoa! They, at the moment, cannot see the tanks. I wonder how long that's going to last. Oh crap, these guys are out of ammo. We're gonna slow this down. Because apparently I didn't deploy enough infantry over here on the left. That could be a severe problem. Because if I do not hold the left, then they're gonna plow right through everything here. Very slow. Oh, they can now see the Brennis. The Brennis are not liking that. What else do we have? The Razit apparently still scouting. Maybe in commandos. I'm not even sure what they're attacking, but they're doing damage. Need you to relocate. These are the resupply units. Hold, there's another kill. Maybe in commandos out in the open. Oh, that hurt. Get in the building. Be quick before those things rearm. Need you to hold here. And that's another 40-point kill. Now the Mephisto is engaging. Trying to get a missile off. Shit, I cannot have them delete that fob. Not doing enough damage. Damage output has to go higher. Kill. 2 Chonmahos at short range, followed by a large assortment of infantry transports. Come on, I need you to do a bit more damage. Doesn't even have to be a whole lot, just a little bit. Fabs, get over here. Alright, what is all that? More tanks. These? Transports. In high numbers. Okay, let's see if the Rima can fix that situation. The Brennis... Oh, I'm hesitant to use the Brennis at this range. They are very vulnerable tanks. Okay, there's a bit too many of them there. Splash. Still coming in from this side. Somehow they're not prioritizing the Razit at all. Jesus. What is targeting you? So whatever it is absolutely deadly. Using a 23 AP weapon, you'd think that could keep them at bay for a bit. Alright, I'm gonna change my strategy a little bit. I'm gonna smoke everything. Because at short range, I have this. At long range, they have the advantage. And I cannot have them have that advantage because they're doing too much damage to my already pretty fragile infantry. The autocannons are also joining here. Get these tanks to move up. There's the mortars. Smoke it all. Keep smoking it all. And I'm not saying that because I'm Dutch. Because I can already hear you guys going off in the comments. Okay. Where's the rest of those legionnaires here? There's another... Actually, you're not a legionnaire. You're a Rima. Okay, fine. Offload. Hebbian Commandos still doing damage. They only have 1,000 points left. That is all. What are you? Transport. They just don't care about this Razit at all, or they can't see it. You guys are out of missiles. You're gonna link up with the either the resupply vehicles or the FOB. Play, change your building. Move. Apian Commandos are still doing a lot of damage. Rima, I need you to switch. Kill. Legionnaires, I need you to move up a little bit. 900 points. Let's switch to normal. Jesus. In case you thought you were done, you were wrong. There are always more North Korean tanks. $800 points. Neptune commander switching to the right flank. Lost a VBCI. I lost a second VBCI. Tanks are getting hit hard. Come on, Rima. I will not have the French retreat. Instead, I'll bring in more French. These Brennises are fine. Get them out. Oh, there's your AA. Interesting. 70% of points. Come on. Keep pushing. We just need a few more points. Not even that many. 600. And there's a lot up for grabs here. That's a good 200 points that they have sitting out in the open. Hold fire on the mortars. What are you? So whatever it is, there's a lot of you. Bunch of 25 pointers. Engage. Kills. More kills. Fortunately, these things don't have a stabilizer. You need to park them in order to fire. But once they fire, they're very good at what they do. Gotta give it to the French. They have some really accurate guns, but they cannot take a hit. Few too many. Get the Rima out. Switch up these fresh Legionnaires. There's another couple of Chonmas coming in. 217 points left. Let's manually sort through these tanks. I want you to fall back. You're healthy, you can move up. Is that Razit still around? Somewhere. They finally took it out? Yeah, I think they finally took out the Razit. That took you long enough. Switch fire. I need the ammo for the main gun, but the autocannons can perfectly handle with this. Okay, 100 points left. How about my other Brennis? This is waste of ammo. Let's use the mortars instead. I also have servals. Let's deploy a couple more of those VBCIs. Regroup these. Main gun off. Autocannon on. Enjoy. 115 points left. I wonder what we can find if we cross that river. Who knows what's out there? That's a command vehicle, that's another easy 100 points. The Yukude can fight back, but they're mostly dangerous in an AA role, not so much in an anti-tank role. Jesus. Your autocannon ammo is going out fast. VAP 2013s, everything with an autocannon to the front line, please. Not sure if we're fighting the Second Korean War or some sort of zombie warfare. I'll take all the ammo I can get. 73 points. Get the hell out of North Korea. A few more points, come on. 8. And they're gone. Hold on. What are you? More infantry. And cargoes and AA. That's a lot of infantry. I'm already starting to regret not calling in an airstrike. Okay, I want you guys to resupply. Give it to North Korea, they got a lot of reservists. Everything that walks and talks like a mortar, line up. $30 points. Oh, actually, these are the more experienced infantry units. These are not reservists. These are the Pchongzus, which I think might be more valuable. Yeah, they're 6-pointers instead of 3. We just need 7. Main gun, free to fire, get some kills. There we go. Okay, so what did we lose? Tank regiment destroyed. The infantry apparently, really, needs another kicking, which I'm sure the French are happy to provide. Losses: 2 Mephistos, 2 Milans, 1 tank, a stolen cargo truck, a bunch of Rimas, and some of those not AA but autocannon trucks, the VBCIs. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad, I can live with that. Especially considering we got 2300 points in kills. And they're fleeing to Kaesong, which, I can assure you, is entirely the wrong region to flee to. This is why I don't push everything north. Had I done so, they... Actually, where can you go to? Yeah, they would probably have retreated to Pyongyang. And from over here you can only go north to Taechon. Alright, well, that's it for episode 10. I'm going to call it here. And next time around, we're going to be moving up to Wonsan here on the right, which is not terribly heavily defended, but I still need to be a bit careful. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you soon for the next one.